Hey, you're tuned into the Pennsylvania Rock Show featuring the best unsigned rock and metal that Pennsylvania has to offer right here on PARockshow.com, megarockradio.net, and 107.1 FM, St. Louis, Missouri, altrockradio.ca from Hamilton, Ontario, Canada, rootaroораdio.com on the beaches of San Diego, California, xrpradio.co.uk in Birmingham, United Kingdom, buildthescene.com/radio right here in the thriving metropolis of Leechburg, Pennsylvania. My name is Bill. This is episode number 595 of the Pennsylvania Rock Show. And with me tonight is Christian, otherwise known as SuperMonkey. I saw that little twinge there. What do you prefer to be called?
You call me whatever you want if you have me on the show. I don't know. Call me Super Monkey. It doesn't matter. Whatever. People call me everything.
So I think we had you on 3 Questions in a Song a while back, if I remember. I don't think it was this show, or maybe it was. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, it was on a while. I can't remember what it was for though. It's definitely over a year, I think.
Let's start with what have you been up to? What's going on with SuperMonkey as a whole?
We're just starting to play live again, thankfully, and with all the craziness of the last 2 years, right, that everybody's had to deal with. We've been fortunate. We had a couple of dates in April. We get to play out in the East Coast and Baltimore and Delaware and some nice venues, and then I just booked Akron in a great club in Cincinnati called Southgate Revival House and Jilly's Music Room in Akron. So a couple of really nice venues. I'm thankful and fortunate I get to go play there, and so I just announced those yesterday. Those are on sale today, and I'm currently just really honestly I'm working on booking stuff outside of my hometown and just playing anywhere other than Pittsburgh. Not that I have anything against Pittsburgh. I just played here a bunch of times and I want to do new stuff and new fun things, So it's more fun to go play another market and have a bunch of people that never heard of you, and have a nice crowd there. However you can make it happen and go rock out to those people and build new fans and keep growing, So that's what I like doing. I don't want to be stagnant. It's just sitting around. It's been a little annoying the last couple of years, just sitting around being forced to do nothing and not having the opportunity to even go to some of these venues. So I'm just really thankful for that. And I did about it and just working hard on getting my concert calendar up and running for 2022. It's not easy going on. So everything that a couple of years is now getting played out for early 2022, pretty much. And so these venues and promoters, they all have contracts in place that they got to honor from before,
Right.
And so now there's a massive backlog. And can you hear me all right, or is it breaking up?
It's breaking up a little bit, but we're getting the gist of it.
Yeah, so it's just a massive backlog in the industry of people that are like saying, hey, we got to on the team. Yes.
And now it's bad.
Oh, goodness.
Okay, so we lost SuperMonkey. Hopefully he will join us here again in a moment. While we wait for that to happen, I do want to mention that our local music scene lost a power player, someone who has really taught a lot of musicians here in the area, not only as an elementary school music teacher, but also as just a person in the music scene that people went to looking for help. So I want to throw out everyone's going to miss you to Mr. Bill Duff, who passed away on November 30th. And if you don't know his name, you probably know the names of people that he's taught, like Jared Grease and Steve Jackson and Joey Connor and endless other people, Matt Ferrani. So I used the moment where SuperMonkey disappeared to make sure that everyone knows that we here at the Pennsylvania Rock Show will miss Bill as well. Hey, so you're back. Maybe.
Yeah, it just I don't know what happened, Bill. I'm back here now. We're rocking and rolling.
um so let's just move on. When you're going out to these venues, who's joining you in the band?
Well, I'm just playing as a 3-piece on the road. It's a lot easier because there's less overhead. The promoters seem to like it more. I think get booked easier with a 3-piece. I just noticed that than having 5 or 6 people. So it's just me, Matt Ferrani, and Rocky Lamont. So just the 3 of us, crazy nut jobs, go out there and have a good time and have fun. And I enjoy playing with those guys. They're funny. They make me laugh all the time. So we get along pretty well, I think. And it's just good chemistry. Like when Matt had that last charity thing he did, or one of the last charities I played at, he had that surgery and hadn't, was under the doctor's orders not to play, but all of a sudden he was allowed to play again. And then we hadn't practiced in months and just got up on stage, and it was like we just played yesterday. It was so comfortable, and it's just nice to be in a band with guys that I'm that comfortable with that I don't have to think about it. Like we're gonna practice tomorrow for this thing this weekend for Vinny, but I don't really. If we didn't, I wouldn't be nervous about going on stage with them. I'd be like, "Here, let's play this song," and like they'd probably know it in 2 seconds, And so even though we haven't practiced in a little while, it's just I'm thankful to get comfortable with people and have that kind of team playing with me.
Do you know the details on that show for Vinny?
Plus, they're funny. They're funny guys.
How about
So it starts Sunday at the go ahead.
That was bad again. Was that the Subalpine? Is that where it is?
Correct. It's at the Subalpine Club. It starts at 5:00, I believe, and there's a plethora of awesome musicians there that night. I think I go on around 8:30, if I'm not mistaken. But I mean, you want to do the whole show and see everybody. There's so many good bands. I can't even name them all. Shipping the Sharp Trucks are playing.
Here, I tell you what, I'll cheat.
All Boys are playing.
Blackridge. I'm gonna cheat. I pulled up the flyer. We got the Borstal Boys, Blackridge, Danny Gouch. I'm gonna say his name wrong. Gouch Nor. SuperMonkey, Middle Finger, Katie Simone, Dominic Fusca, Cosmic Attack, Modern Fossils, Half Wheel, Chip and the Charge Ups, Curtis and the Shakers, Royal Honey, Insta Kill, Gutter Rich, Dave Granati's For Those About the Rock Academy, Long Live Rock Academy, all at Subalpine, which is in Turtle Creek. It is this Sunday, December 5th. It's $20 for all those bands, and it benefits Vinny, who was a huge part and is a huge part of the Pittsburgh music scene. He used to be the editor of the Rock and Roll Reporter. There, how'd I do? Are you with me?
I apologize, but we don't have a good signal tonight. And yeah, it's cutting in and out. But I heard most of what you're saying. It is a great line. Benefits Vinny. Can you hear me?
Yes.
I said yes. You can. I don't know what to do. I feel like I should get up the roof and like put my antenna, or do kind of crazy thing just to get the signal. Kids.
Some aluminum foil. Put your right leg in the air, your left arm on the table.
I stand like this. Built the phone like this. Do we have a better Phil? Does it work better like this?
Actually, that did.
Oh boy, I'm sorry. Really? We can talk like this. This will be the most entertaining yet. I'll just make it seem like we're all
Nope. Now it's bad again. Um.
On drugs.
Well. Um. I don't know if it's me or if it's you. I seem to have. Can you hear me? You're definitely frozen on my screen.
I mean, it says I have a full signal and stuff, but that doesn't mean anything. I can't at times. It goes in and out. It goes in and out. So,
All right, let me squeeze another question in. Can you hear me?
yeah, let's do it.
Oh, you can?
We're rolling right now.
What is your favorite venue food wise? So what's your favorite place that you play at to eat before or after the show?
Wow, that's a tough one. I mean, geez, I can't think of anything. I go there just to eat, play. I'm not gonna lie. I don't think the Hard Rock's food is bad. I think the Hard Rock is good food, and I love eating there after a show and getting something to go. But I can't think of anything like off the top of my head. I'm like, oh, I can't wait to play it. You know, it's really crazy. There's this one venue in the middle of Pennsylvania called the Allegheny Brew Works or something, and they make their own root beer, and like I don't drink a lot of soda and stuff, but like having the root beer out of the keg, like literally, like they right next to the beer taps, it was fantastic, and it was so good. I drank 3 of them, and like kind of felt, like, oh, I drank too much soda, and even Lou Lombardi, Lou, like Lou
I
and I
do.
were just like, this is the best freaking root beer I've ever had in my life, and it was just like we were chugging them like we are little kids, and like we both just chugged like a mug right away. We're like, wow, give me another one, and just like shit, give me another one. And like I think after like the third one, I was just like, God, it's so good. I got to quit drinking this because I don't ever drink that much soda. So definitely that's a place that I didn't expect to like even. They just kind of like gave, like, hey, try a root beer. Like I think they were pushing it at the time or something because it was new, and they had just brewed some or whatever. And so that's fun. I'd never had that before. Have you?
Not from there.
Like the old school root beer out of a keg.
There's a place at State College. I think it's called Otto's. I've had their homemade root beer. It's another brewery. My brother lives out that way. I think it's called Otto's. See, now I have to double check.
That's a funny question. That's a good question. I'd have to really think about that. I didn't see that one coming, Bill. So I don't know what food wise. Can't think of anything that's like we got there, and the spread was fantastic. But I mean, some places take care of you and just give us food backstage, or sometimes I ask for something if I'm hungry. Like we're travel far, I'm like, hey, can you give us a couple pizzas or sandwich ring or something? I stand there, usually do it because I don't really ask for much. And so, like, if you don't ask for much, and then once in a while you ask for something, people give it to you because they're not like, you're not being ridiculous,
Right.
Like I've seen some riders from bands, like big bands that are just so ridiculous the amount of stuff they have on them, Bill. I'm just like, really? You want me to go get you Stacy's pita chips? I'm like, that's the most, like, it's just one of those things. I'm just like, why is it got to be? First of all, the fact that you have the brand name on there, and if I don't come back with Stacy's, just makes it more stressful for me as a promoter. Like, are you going to flip out and not go on stage because you don't have Stacy's pita chips? What if they don't have Stacy's pita chips? What if all they have is garlic by Stacy's pita chip? You know what I mean? And it's like they don't have.
Well,
what do you want me to do? You want me to substitute it? And like, it's crazy.
The reason for that is they're just trying to make sure that you actually read the rider. But
I mean, I think it is, but I think at one point they kind of did want some of that stuff, and they were just like, yeah, whatever. We'll see who gets this. Plus, then also, if you ask for a bunch of ridiculous stuff, I found out also, Bill, that if you just ask for a bunch of ridiculous things and people have no idea who you are, they'll be like, who is this guy? Like, why is he asking for all this? Like, I never heard of these people. And he's sending this complete package, this rider with all this stuff, and like, and then they'll book us and we'll go rock the house and have a great time and then like build a relationship. Like, I just act like I'm in the big leagues already and just go play, you know. And then sometimes people let you play in the big leagues and you can hit a couple of home runs then, and you know, they send you back to the minors. I don't know. But I can't think of one specifically. I was just like, man, the food in that place was off the hook.
If one of your songs could be licensed to a company to use in a commercial, what song would you want to align with what company? Like,
I never thought about that. But anybody that wants to pay me for my songs, I'm not going to go take the Beastie Boys route and hold my integrity above taking some cash. Because you know what, Bill, I got kids to feed. I'll take the cash any day of the week, and I'll sleep fine. And I respect their musical integrity and the integrity of not wanting to have a song. I mean, that's to be admired. I wish I could be in that kind of financial position. But if somebody wants to pay me $1,000 or $10,000, they want to put any of my songs in a commercial, dude, it's all you. Let me see the check, you know. And as long as they stick to what we agree to or whatever. But in general, I can't any of them. I am so. If it fits your music or your movie or your scene or whatever you're doing for your show, you can use it. But I would have to say, obviously, my new song with Lisa Bonita would probably be something rocking for some kind of movie or something. People could probably get into that. And always, whatever my last recording, I always feel is my best recording because I try to get a little bit better every time and make my product that I put out there better, and it seems to work, or it just gets a little bit better every time. Every time I put something out, I just want to listen to that, not the earlier I did. I can have the money to go back and do it all again with the knowledge that I know now.
So with that said,
do you know anybody? Have them call me.
I'm assuming what you said there was if I know anybody looking to license music, have them call you. Did I translate that correctly?
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Yep. I don't have any qualms about anything. I am for sale.
So I also think that that's going to answer my next question. I have 3 of your songs. I have Pearl Moon, Forgive Me When I'm Gone, and Elisa Bonita. I'm going to guess that you want to feature Elisa Bonita. Am I correct in that?
Yeah, I just put that out with Dave. Yeah, I heard you. I think it definitely Dave did a great job on that song. And we have another song. It's on. We just they from the pianist. So
so you're
mixed up.
Really,
we'll get something out.
You're really, really breaking up again.
Shortly. Can you hear me?
I can for a moment.
Can you hear me?
Are you still there?
Yeah, we were friends for a while. I don't know what you heard, but yeah, definitely my best work yet.
All right, so I think I'm gonna pull the plug on this, and we're gonna go with what we have. We're gonna go ahead and play.
I'm sorry, and like if technology not working in our favor tonight.
It is not. So we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna listen to Elisa Bonita by SuperMonkey. Make sure you go to ilovesupermonkey.com to find out more about the band and what they have going on, their upcoming shows, where you can find them online, where you can purchase their music. Unfortunately, our connection is pretty bad tonight, so I'm going to go ahead and call it for now. You're going to get to hear some more of the best unsigned rock and metal that Pennsylvania has to offer coming up. And when you hear John the American Hill Jack Lane tell you how to leave comments and subscribe and all of that kind of stuff, that means the show has ended. But that doesn't mean that you should leave the station that you're tuned in on. Make sure you support those stations that are supporting the unsigned and independent music that you get to hear on this show and others on their station. My name is Bill. This has been episode number 595, and we will catch you next time.